Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rahah Kadash, which in the petty Hebrew tongue is the correct names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of the Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living in truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. It's going to be a lamb back, Yahshua Allah, of my aunt, Kadar Shahan. He did a real beautiful lesson on what's happening in those southern states that Hurricane Helene hit. We're starting to see the after effects of it. You know, the proud, these Edomites, they're getting brought low because primarily it was a lot of Edomite settlements that was hit, you know, sundown towns that was hit, and the government's not doing nothing about it. You know, Esau's starting to see that the elite bankers don't have their best interests at heart. They no longer have their white privilege, and it's turning them up inside. You know, they had a lot of pride and hanging their hat on America. I'm a proud American, and America's this, America that, and now you can't talk those good things anymore because now your country ain't doing nothing for you. And I'm gonna play a clip off his lesson to where, you know, a woman's gonna beautifully lay that out. Then we're going to run it through the scriptures to show you this is biblical prophecy unfolding in a major way right before our eyes. And it's a beautiful piece of work that Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua is doing. So check it out.
Recovered and are being left in the street. Bodies are not being recovered and are being left in the street to rot. Government officials are coming in and seizing land from people and forcing them to move away from their already destroyed homes. Let's talk about the evil that's happening in the North Carolina mountains right now. Locals of Chimney Rock, North Carolina are saying that government officials held a town meeting yesterday. They were told that they would not be able to move back to their homes even if they were still standing. The government was seizing them and it was no longer their property. Said that the entire town is going to be bulldozed and that the bodies that are out are just going to be left to rot. They're not going to recover them. Locals say that the stench of decomposing bodies is absolutely unbearable, and people who have volunteered in the area say they're literally just laying all over the street. Government officials are doing absolutely nothing to help out the locals, and there are still many people that are stranded on mountains and can't get to supplies that they need. Death toll is currently at 160 people, and there's still more than 1,000 people missing. These pictures are from the Leland Fire and Rescue Facebook. Just some of the damage that was done to Chimney Rock. Of houses were lost to landslides and mudslides. The roads were literally made into riverbeds. North Carolina has faced complete devastation, and the government is not speaking about it at all. Our entire state is being impacted by this hurricane. I live 2 hours south of Asheville, and none of our stores have any essentials because everybody is buying them to send them to the mountains. Locals in the mountains are saying that FEMA and Red Cross are confiscating the donations that people are bringing up there and not letting people have them. And on top of that, the donations that they're confiscating, they don't even have to use it for this disaster. They can save it and use it for different disasters, even though people have donated it specifically for this disaster. A civilian who is volunteering his time and his helicopter to help rescue people was told by a fire marshal if he did not stop rescue, he would be arrested. You would think they would want as many people as possible out there rescuing people, considering over 1,000 people are still missing. Here's the most interesting thing. BlackRock just signed a $90 million contract in the area that was hit the hardest because they want to start mining for lithium. They are literally leaving people to die in the worst way possible and doing nothing to help them. They are confiscating people's land and houses that they have spent their entire lives working for, and somehow they're getting away with it. Bodies are not being recovered.
Shalom, shalom.
So you see right there, Yahshua, there's a whole lot to unpack right there. And we're going to get it through the scriptures because this is very, very big, you know, biblical prophecy unfolding out. So I want to start off first things first. Let's get it. Let's go to Isaiah 13 and 11. And it says, "And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible." So the Lord is punishing Babylon the Great right now. This place is under judgment based on all the things that they did to the children of Israel. all the horrific acts they did to us. The Lord is reversing the curses, and now Esau's starting to, get the things that Jake used to get. Jake used to get their land took when Esau do land grabs. Now the elite Edomites are doing it to the poor Edomites and taking their land. So what is that doing? It's causing the pride of these working class Edomites to cease because they're not getting no help. They just got ran through by the Lord, using that hurricane, and then they looking for their government for help, and the government like, I ain't doing nothing for you, taking the donations, not sending in no rescue efforts or anything of that nature, and letting bodies rot in the street, showing that they don't give a damn about the U.S. public. And these working class Edomites are seeing that. So this is going to lead to sedition. Like, this is a big, big catastrophe, Yasharala, that Esau's trying to downplay in the media. But through social media, we can just see the effects of it, because everybody has a phone, everybody can broadcast. And like she said BlackRock taking over. And matter of fact, if you don't know who BlackRock is, you can go to my page. I did a lesson on BlackRock, and it just shows like what they got going on right there. You see who BlackRock is. So this is a surgical hit by the Lord, using the wicked Esau, Edom, so-called white man, to destroy an area. And what I'm hearing through the grapevine, it's on social media, I can't prove it's true or not, is they're saying that there's lithium deposits in North Carolina, in the mountains on the west side. And they want it. That's why they won't let the people come back to their houses even if they're still intact. Because they're doing what they call enemy domain, where the government is just taking over and taking land. So Esau loves to profit off of any type of crisis. They're saying is never let a good crisis go to waste. So Esau's in here taking advantage, and they want to, lower the population anyway. So all this is good news to the elites. And, the poor class, because they believe all they hype, the lies of Esau, Edom. Now reality is smacking them in the face, because now they're saying that Esau is really the wicked. He's good to nobody. Now they starting to feel like Jake. Their pride is getting wiped away, as they done lost their whole life. Their house, all their material belongings. They're in water. They still got water all high. That's gonna lead to pestilence, diseases. You got rotten bodies decomposing. That's gonna lead to pestilences. And they're trying to clean it up. They're not trying to help let nobody come in to help clean up. They're straight doing a land takeover. A land grab is what Esau is doing. So let's go get that. They do it to Jake all the time. So now they're doing the Esau. They probably send on their computer that there is, some lithium, and Esau want it. Just go get Micah 2 and 2. Showing that Esau Edom is the devil, man. What they doing is very inhumane. They trying to do no rescue efforts. People pay taxes for this type of stuff. They can't find their loved ones, and they're underreporting deaths. The deaths, what I heard on social media is in the thousands. Could be the millions, what I heard. It's nowhere near no 160 at all. No. It's more in the high thousands, Yasharala. So this is Micah 2 and 2. Or I'm going to start in Micah 2 and 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because in the power of their hand. And so that goes into the elite Edomites. That fits them to the T. They can't go to sleep unless they do some wickedness. So as soon as the sun is up, you start your day off, Esau's putting in his wicked, diabolical plans into place. And he does it because Yahweh not back here yet, so nobody can stop Esau. That's why we need Yahweh HaMashiach in order to put a stop to these devils. Because right now we're like worms. We can do nothing to Esau's plans, but just, try to avoid it. So here go verse 2, and it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. See, they covet fields. Esau seen that field, seen that land. It's got lithium on it. That's the new hot thing right now, to make electric cars and make chips. Esau has to make microchips. He needs lithium. So he got to get it. So he need that. He seen that on the land. He need that field, and he takes it by violence. The storm was a cover. Now they trying, rebuild their house and get their stuff back together. Esau done send in troops over there, and they can't go back to their house. National Guard like, nah, they're just for the government. So you gotta move around. And then them people gonna be displaced. What you think they gonna do? They about to be angry at their government. All they need is some radical dude to arm them up with some firearms. And I can see a faction getting built up. Like, this is all a beautiful work by Yahweh Shah. Like, you can just see, like, it might not be no election. These people about to be angry. They done seen all this money go out the window to Ukraine, to the small hatters, Israelis. All the migrants got all kind of benefits, and all FEMA doing is giving them $750. That's an insult, man. So prepare for the rage, prepare for the anger, and I got some more clips you're gonna watch. Cause I want to show one with the helicopter. Dude had a helicopter trying to rescue people. Esau told him, "Hey, if you don't stop, you're gonna go to jail." So that shows that they don't want to help nobody. They want these people to be unalive. They want these people to be sick and out the way. That's like that should be like against the law, son. That's very, very inhumane. Government's not helping. Then you got a rich citizen who has a helicopter. He helping, but they tell him if you keep helping, you're gonna go to jail. So that right there lets you know this the whole plans of what Esau really wants out of the outcome of what he wants out of the situation. He wants the people to be unalived and leave the property, so he can bulldoze and get the mining that lithium. So check it out, y'all, Charlotte.
Back to the mountains, where remarkable stories of survival are now being shared days after Helene wreaked havoc in North Carolina. But one Pageland man's efforts to help are now the source of controversy. He flew his own chopper on his own dime to help stranded victims, but that man says he abandoned his rescue missions after a fire official threatened to have him thrown in jail. Well, that man now wants answers and turned to Queen City News chief investigator Jody Barr to help figure out what went wrong here.
This is the original post that I was reading when I decided to go up and help. It's a long post, but she's saying that her kids and family and animals are trapped. No way out, no supplies, and the only way in or out is accessible by helicopter. Limited cell service and no water since Friday morning. I thought I have a helicopter and maybe I can help.
Jordan Sidham piled food and water into his helicopter Saturday and headed up toward Banner Elk, the only way through a mountain gap in Lake Lure.
This is the mountain valley that you would have to fly to get to Black Mountain, where we were escorting people out. This is a mountain range, and this is a mountain range. The only place to fly through with bad visibility, low cloud coverage, is Lake Lure.
The cries for help from people stranded without food, water, or electricity hit social media soon after the flooding last Friday.
My parents are stuck there. Their address is Banner Elk. They are in the first condo. If you receive this, please give me a call back. Thank you.
Sidham's phone started lighting up on Saturday with people begging for help.
I can hear the desperation in her voice. This is multiple phone calls I've received like this, voicemails, text messages, and you can hear people desperate for help.
Sidham and his son rescued 4 people on Saturday and spent the night in a nearby pilot's lounge, then decided to fly again Sunday morning.
I spoke with my son, which is my co-pilot. I said, hey, do you want to go back out and try to help today? And his response was, there's so many messages, I don't think we can't not go help.
Sidham and his son were headed up to Black Mountain. Flight tracking shows no...
So that's the brother's page, Josh Raleigh. You can go watch. You want to watch the whole thing. I just want to show, Esau being the devil. You got somebody trying to help. You not going to help. But then when he try to help, you tell him he can't help it. He go to jail. Man, to show you this is a very wicked system and it needs to go. Esau is really, really revealing himself with these recent events that's been happening. I mean, really exposing himself. I'm looking at like Esau, like, yeah, y'all done for real. So I'm gonna go get a precept on that. And this is like opening everybody's eyes too. Because everybody's starting to see this, like, and you can't get pride in this. You had pride in America. I'm a proud American fella. They better than Jake. Man, Yahweh Shah is wiping that straight away, man. So this is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. So Esau's evil to himself, man. This devil breaks every law's commandment in the book. These devils will unalive their parents if they get paid enough money. And it said, whom did he be good? So himself, that's his people. There's a lot of Edomites in trouble. Those are primarily Edomite towns. They're in trouble. And now you can see that the Edomites in Congress are not going to help. So he's not good to his own self. So I look at the 2/3, the Coon Sambo Jakes, like, if Esau ain't good to his own people, what the hell you think he gonna be to you? That's why I don't understand the 2/3 at all. You know, and this is really showing Esau's wickedness, man. It's showing that this man is synonymous with death. He wants death. He wants the people to not have no water, no electric. You know, they ain't got no gas. They totally just out there right now. This place has been turned, in them parts of the states, it's like a third world country right now. Third world country. And Esau is blocking the supplies and the help they need to even make it. And all he want to do is give them a $750 check. Like, man, like, so I can see the sedition really cooking up, y'all, Charlotte. The anger cooking up. Matter of fact, if you don't think it's happening, I done seen multiple videos on my TikTok, but I got one on my YouTube too. Check it out if you think it ain't happening.
I had to come outside of my house to make this video because my family is, they're traumatized right now, okay? In case you missed it, FEMA's got no money to help anybody in our country. FEMA, they're done. FEMA spent their money on housing fucking illegals and giving fucking debit cards and fucking housing and, you know, whatever they can do. You want a ticket? You want to go to fucking, you know, the Florida Keys? No, we'll send you down there. Go, enjoy the roosters. FEMA can't do shit. So there's dirty, and I'm gonna say a cocksucking piece of shit vice president. You know what she said? Oh well, we're gonna give you $750. $750? Oh, you big fucking spender. You big fucking spender. How about this? How about you keep your fucking money? You go enjoy your fucking Julia Roberts, Oprah Winfrey fucking put on a show because you're trying to win an election bullshit, okay? You might want to take your fucking VP and get him some lessons in being an adult and get him some fucking diapers because he definitely soiled his pants last night, okay? Let us handle this. FEMA, fuck you. America, it's time to step up. We are going to step up. We are going to deliver, and we are going to go into North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, wherever we have to go because we take care of ours. And I'll tell you right now, you're in New York City, you're a fucking illegal, get your ass out of our hotels. Get your fucking ass out of our hotels. You know what? Fuck it. We don't even want the fucking Roosevelt back. We don't want any of the hotels back because these dirty, disgusting dirtbags that this fucking administration brought in, they ruined it all to shit. They've ruined it to shit. We'll take Americans into our fucking homes and we'll do what we gotta do. I am disgusted. I am mortified. I am annoyed. But I will tell you this. If you follow me, I posted about it. There's going to be a collection. We're going to be collecting a lot of shit, okay? I'm going to be headed down to North Carolina. I have my SUV. If I can load up, we're going to load up. Worst case scenario, I got to rent the U-Haul. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, I got to rent a couple of Mack trucks. I have CDL drivers. We can get it down there. I got a place to go in Plymouth, North Carolina. They will get it out to Western North Carolina. We are going to show them that, you know what? The government doesn't give a fuck about you because they don't even know who the fuck they are right now, okay? Kamala's worried about getting smacked by a fucking alcoholic husband, and Joe Biden basically shit his pants and Jill walked away. But don't worry about it because you know what? The real fucking Americans are here. We're here for you, and we got you.
You hear that? See that sedition cooking up? See the people getting mad? Yeah, like the Lord is really putting on a masterful work, y'all, Sharala. Like, people are angry. So this is all happening right before the president's election. I don't see people being in a voting mood. Like, it's this thing is about to get real ugly, real fast. I'm gonna go get this because, you know, they casting people out their houses, taking their homes. All this been documented on social media. You know, she's one of many that's making posts talking about, you know, basically how much they hate the government, and it's their people. So I'm gonna go get this because they're doing this. And this is because they got in, there's gonna be some insurrections, which has already happened. I heard they're looting, fighting. Semi-trucks can't get in. That place it's about to be anarchy in that area. Think about it. That's almost like a purge, Yasharala. They got lawlessness right now. So if you just roaming around, you can't protect yourself. 6 people get you. Like, it might be some cannibalism might come into play. These people ain't ate. Might be a couple days they ain't ate, man. They catch, Billy walking up the block, man. They about to, get busy on them. So this is 2nd Ezra 16-70. For there should be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Verse 71. They should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Verse 72. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So even if your house didn't get destroyed by the hurricane, you still in the house, man, as soon as Esau troops come by, they're going to tell you, you better get up out of here. And if you try to put up a fight, they're going to blah, blah, blah you. And if you don't put it on social media, nobody's going to know. And one thing I like when Ak did his lesson, he brought something out. The media is not really covering this like they should. They're really showing that they don't care. Everybody's worried about the port workers that went back to work. So everybody going back to normal, but ain't nobody really caring about what's going on in North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, and Tennessee, and the things of that nature. South Carolina, all the places that got hit. They're not really showing an interest like that because Esau's not covering it. It's only getting covered on social media. So this thing is gonna boil over. It's definitely gonna boil over. I want to see if I'm gonna go get. I might leave it at that. I was gonna play a clip by the whistleblower, Dabu 77, but I think that lady at the beginning, she hit all the little good points on it of what's going on right now, and it is biblical prophecy, man. This thing is gonna spill out and get much worse, Yasharala, much worse, and like a lot of anger is gonna come off the back end of this, and it's gonna be Edomites fighting other Edomites. Because they're not going to comply because they see that Babylon the Great America and the American government doesn't care about them. And it's blatant at this point. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. And that's ruined morale for, soldiers supposed to fight for America. They see what the government is doing. Think about how they feel, Yasharala. Morale is real low in Babylon the Great right now. Only people that's in high spirits is us in this truth. We're in high spirits, man, because we see the power of the Lord working on our behalf. But when you look at the people of this world, American pride, it's been wiped clean. They can't even, it's getting hard to even defend this place, because this is a complete, mess, disregard for life and being incompetent. Matter of fact, as I said that, we'll end off with that. Because it's thousands of bodies just lying in the street, ain't going to go in the grave. And Esau doesn't care. And that's biblical prophecy that would happen, and it's going to only increase as we move forward in prophecy. So this is Revelation 11:8. And it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. That's happening right now. Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So this place pushes the alphabet agenda. It's a place of bondage, a place of our captivity. And what's happening? There's dead bodies lying in the street, Yasharala, floating down the areas, in the water, dead bodies in the houses. Ain't nobody going to go check on them. There's dead bodies everywhere. They said the smell is horrible, putrid, real horrible. And that's straight prophecy, man, that would happen. And I can only call how long Yahweh when you see it and witness it. And I believe through the Spirit, like, it's just getting started. There's going to be more events that happen that's going to lead to people being unalived. Esau operates through the fear. You get that fear going. He's showing right now he don't give a damn. Government ain't going to do nothing for the American people. So watch for the American people to, get their stuff together and then want to fight back because they feel betrayed. You done paid all these taxes, put in all this money, worked like a wage slave, and when you need these services, they're not being provided. Showing that Esau, the so-called white man, is the devil in the flesh. Because he doesn't have to do that. So, let's keep an eye on it, Yashua. There's so much going on right now. So much going on. And, a lot of judgment is going out. The fear of the Lord is hitting. It's going to be real hard to scoff now with all these events happening. You know, trying to say everything is going good because really it's not. You got a lot of states that's in a state of emergency. And Esau really doesn't want to do nothing to help them out. You know, they're being left to themselves. And that can happen in any state, you know, any of us here. So we got to stay locked in on Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shah. You know, because I ain't heard no brothers hollering they need help or they in trouble. It just been Edomites getting hit. So that's showing the Lord will fight on our behalf, and he's fighting for us. Like the effects of this ministry is taking hold of Babylon the Great, aka America. And we're witnessing it. And it's got me in high spirits. I'll tell you, it's got me in a real high spirit, Yashrala. So with that being said, you know, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashrala and stay locked in because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.